Well, I knew today was going to be a good day because I'm putting the spotlight on something truly next level, the Hotone Verbera. It's the very first pedal in Hotone's Neon Glow series, and it's redefining what a reverb pedal can be and can sound like already. There's a lot to talk about with this one, so let's get started. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I was getting bored with reverb. There was nothing new or enticing coming out on the market till I saw this one. Now, the Verbra is a standalone hardware-based convolution reverb pedal from Hotone that was just released, and it includes an algorithmic XR engine. I know it sounds fancy and confusing, but really it's not. I'll explain. It basically gives you the best of two worlds. You get ultra realistic IR based reverbs, and you also have an additional layer of creative algorithmic effects that you can mix together and come out with some really cool, interesting reverb effects. Now, this is not a toy because it boasts a 32-bit AD to DA conversion. You also have a pure analog drive-through, which is a special circuit that basically ensures that the original sound stays pure. And it also can deliver tails, the reverb tails, of up to 20 seconds in mono or 10 seconds in stereo, all with impressively low latency. So I've been having a blast playing with this pedal so far. I'm gonna let you hear some sounds. Yes, you do have the regular stereo ins and outs with selectable modes, but you also have very easy access knobs here. You have a tail switch that preserves the reverb tails when you're switching between your presets, or if you're bypassing the unit, it doesn't give you that abrupt cutoff that nobody likes. All the controls are intuitive. You have everything here at a glance, everything from pre-delay, tone, mix, mod. You also have a real-time IR envelope adjustment knob right here in the front. There's also instant IR loading, and you have a built-in IR browser that you can see right here from the screen. You can sort all of your patches by brightness, by length, even by favorites, you name it. They thought of it. I haven't had any issues working with this thing. It's worked flawlessly for me. I haven't found any glitches or anything like that. So far, I'm very impressed. Now, the unit ships with 120 built-in IRs. That is a lot of IRs to play with. You're not gonna get bored, trust me. You can load up to 1,024 IRs total. I thought that was a misprint. You can also store 200 presets. I think it's 100 factory and then another 100 that are editable, okay? So you have plenty of room to play around there. But best of all, there's a cloning function built into this pedal that lets you capture and create your custom IRs from pedals, from racks, any space you want to clone. It's basically a play and capture device with no computer or external accessories required. How cool is that? Like, I think just that function alone is worth the price of this unit, okay? I've been having a blast playing with that. We'll talk about that in more detail in a second. Now, I love that you can combine both the convolution sounds and the reverb sounds and mix them together, because that gives you a lot more expandability. You can start with something classic like a plain old cathedral or hall reverb, and then you could layer in shimmer or modulation with that, and with that engine you can mix them together, edit them, and create something that's really unique. So that's something that traditional convolution units can't really do on their own. The IR browsing on this unit is fast. You can do it all through the built-in screen, which is crisp. You can see exactly what you're doing. You can preview, you can sort until you find the vibe that you want, and then you can tweak it in real time and then save it. Everything is really nicely thought out. The unit itself is solid. The enclosure is made of metal, dual foot switch. As I mentioned, you have that really nice screen that is easy to see, and you can see exactly what you're doing there. Everything you can call up on the fly, so you can mix and match as you go. All of the knobs are really nice feeling. They're tactile. They have the little divots in them so you can feel as you're turning, and some of them also work as buttons as well as knobs. So you're covered. You have everything right here. And I really love the fact that they put in the LED lights so you know exactly what you're editing based on the color that lights up, so you can't mess it up. This is really the product I was waiting for somebody to come up with for a reverb, because it makes it fun. It makes it interesting. It's a device that I think you're not going to get bored of. The sounds are good and the interface just works. I mean, everything is really clear and all right there. It's really fun to grab whatever sound that you want from whatever source and use them in the unit as IRs. I've tried cloning my own pedals. I've tried cloning some rooms, and the results were actually very close, shockingly close to the original. So I think it works really well. It's also worth noting that this pedal absolutely shines and blooms when you're using it in stereo. I don't know why you would buy this unit and not use it in stereo. You do have that option, but I'm going to tell you bluntly, you're losing a lot of the appeal of the great sounds you can get if you're running it in mono. So if you're running in stereo, it's really worth the upgrade, okay? The Verbra does require a solid power supply, just pointing that out. It does draw 1 amp at 9 volts, so you want to make sure you have ample juice to make sure it's working optimally. It also has these little MIDI jacks in the front, these 3.5 millimeter mini jacks, which can feel awkward on dense boards when you have something plugged in the front. I think it would have been better if they would have tried to squeeze it in the back. I don't use these MIDI inputs all that much, so for me it's not a big deal. Now, for those of you out there that are using a reverb for more than an effect, so if you're like a sound designer, or you're working on atmospherics, or you're experimenting with new sounds, I think the Verbra is a standout unit that you definitely should check out. I think the combination of the XR engine with the really cool reverbs really give you a lot of authentic realism to the tones, and a lot of tone shaping possibilities that you're gonna love, okay? Now, if you're a musician like I am, I think having these great reverbs available to you in a pedal board friendly package that is built for musicians on the go, that are looking for the ability to have both depth and hands-on control, is definitely a winning combination. I'm not finished playing around with this thing. I'm going to be trying to capture a lot more sounds. Let me know if you've tried the Verbra yourself, or if you've already cloned something wild with it. I'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this review, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more, because there's going to be more gear breakdowns here on Addicted to Gear. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.